Hi everyone and welcome back. I'm Dr. Carolina Melgar from Sono Health, and today I want to share with you the 10 secrets you need to know to find your baby's beating heart with a portable fetal heart monitor. Fetal Dopplers make it possible to hear your baby's heart in between your checkups. However, since the device can detect other noises, understanding the difference is very important. To put it simply, a fetal Doppler is a handheld device that you can use at home to hear your baby's heartbeat while he's still in the womb. If you're a first-time mom and you already heard your baby's heartbeat, you know what I'm talking about. You could be totally indifferent, distant, and even cold-hearted when it comes to your relationship with your new little alien there. But I assure you that the second you hear your baby's heartbeat, it changes everything. I don't want to bore you with stories, but just give me a minute. I had a friend when I was pregnant with my firstborn. She and I found out about our pregnancies the same week, so we shared our experiences very close. I remember listening to her talk to her baby, well actually her belly, and I was like, what? I looked at my belly and I felt no connection at all. I really got to think that there was something wrong with me. I was totally focused on my work and many other things. I guess the idea of being pregnant or being a mom hadn't really kicked in yet. I remember I was working with this new ultrasound machine and I wanted to test it. So I just aimed the ultrasound machine at my belly and started hearing this strong boom, 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 boom. It was mind-blowing. From that moment on, there was no turning back. I just knew that not only there was a little person growing inside me, it was real. I'm not saying it's gonna happen to all you moms out there. We're all different and we're no better or worse when it comes to our connection to our baby bump. And oh, by the way, I never started talking to the belly anyways. So anyways, here's a quick review of how it works. Just lay down and put a glob of ultrasound gel on your lower belly, about this much. Turn the fetal Doppler on and slowly glide the probe rocking from side to side, from the pubic bone up to your belly button. When you detect the heartbeat, you'll hear it and see the beats per minute on the screen. Sometimes it could take a little longer. Just put on a little bit more gel and keep trying until you can hear your baby's heartbeat. I started listening to it, but I'm going to hear it a little bit more clearly. Now, detecting a sound on a fetal Doppler doesn't necessarily mean that you've detected a heartbeat. In fact, the sound you hear could be the placenta or your own arteries. If it's the first time you're using a Doppler, it might be a little bit confusing to tell the difference. Now here we have the baby's heartbeat. Now I want to show you something. It's very important to, when you're gliding the probe, to go slow so you don't accidentally pass over the baby's heartbeat. Now a common mistake is to think that pressing down on the probe forces closer to the baby. That's not necessarily true. The best way is to angle the probe. Now, the gel makes it easier to detect the heartbeat because it reduces static. So be generous with it. Don't rub it into your belly like a moisturizer, but apply a glob in one place and use the probe to spread it. You could use another kind of lotion, but it's likely that it'll produce a weaker result and more static. So if you need an alternative, aloe vera gel or lubricants are your very closest option. Never use any products that contain alcohol, it's harmful for the probe. Number 3. Use your fetal heart monitor on a full bladder. This helps push your uterus out of your pelvic cavity, and therefore your baby's heart will be more accessible and the sound will be clearer. Number 4. Usually when you wake up is the moment you're less bloated, and this means less interference between your baby's heart and the fetal monitor. So if you've been having trouble finding his heartbeat, try it in the morning before you even get up and go to the bathroom. Number 5, you might be worried that you're picking up on your own heartbeat instead of your baby's. Here's a quick way to tell. If it's 60 to 80 beats per minute, it's most likely your own heartbeat. But if it's 120 to 180 beats per minute, it's your baby's heartbeat. Remember that if you hear his heart rate slow down at times, it's not necessarily cause for concerns. It could just mean that he's switching positions. He's just trying to get a little bit more comfortable. Number 6. Whenever you use your Doppler, you'll hear a variety of sounds depending on where it's placed. Your baby's heartbeat will sound like galloping horses. Now that's the swooshing sound like winds on leaves. That is not the baby's heartbeat. So you might be worried that you're picking up on your own heartbeat instead of your baby's. Now here's a quick way to tell. If it's 60 to 80 beats per minute, it's most likely it's your own heartbeat. But if it's 120 to 180 beats per minute, it's your baby's heartbeat. Remember that if you hear his heart rate slow down at times, it's not necessarily cause for concerns. It could just mean that he's switching positions. He's just trying to get a little bit more comfortable. Number 6. Whenever you use your Doppler, you'll hear a variety of sounds depending on where it's placed. Your baby's heartbeat will sound like galloping horses. However, a whooshing sound with a much slower rate could be that you're picking up on the placenta or your own heartbeat. Number 7. One of the best ways to tell the difference between your baby's heartbeat and something else is to study what it should sound like. Here's a sample from one of my patients I recorded the other day. Notice the galloping horses? Now, number 8. How many hearts do you hear? There could be times in which you hear 2 heartbeats, but unless your doctor has told you that you're having twins, you're probably just picking up on the same heartbeat in 2 different places. This is called echoing. Number 9. A buildup of dry gel or dried up lotions on the probe can create more static and make it more difficult to detect a heartbeat. So to keep your fetal Doppler in the best condition for next time, clean the probe after every use. Just wipe it clean with a dry cloth and let the air dry it out. Never use chemicals that contain alcohol and never submerge the device in cold water or any other substance. Number 10, take a break. If you used all these tips and still can't manage to find your baby's heartbeat, it may be too early. Or your baby may be in a position that makes it difficult to hear. What I recommend to do is relax, try to get your mind off of it for a while, take a breather, go to the bathroom, have a snack, and then come back and try again. Remember that even though some moms can find their heartbeat at 12 weeks, we're still very early on. If not hearing it is putting you anxious, you might want to put your Doppler away until the baby has grown a little bit more. But if you suspect something is wrong, if you've had other signs or symptoms that concern you, like bleeding or abdominal pain, contact your doctor immediately. So tell me, have you used a fetal Doppler yet? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Just leave them in the comments below. I'm Dr. Carolina Melgar from Sono Health. Thank you for watching.